Hi, I'm Millie and I'm the head girl. Welcome to our Meet the Head Girls event.
Hello, I'm Alexia and I'm the head of day, and we're really looking forward to welcoming you to our Q&A after this short video.
Hi, my name is Julia and I'm the head of boarding. I really hope that from tonight you get a really good feel of what it's like to be a girl at Headington.
So what were your guys' first impressions of the school?
I remember thinking the school was really big and that the dining room, there was like a great variety of different things we could have. Being really impressed with how big all the sport was, the theatre.
And what do you think, out of all the years you've been here, what's your favourite memory?
I think when I was in lower 5, a few of us were playing with the upper 5th for hockey, and we got to the regional finals in the country. So I think we ended up coming like 6th overall in the country, and it was just like the most incredible day out. We all went off on the school bus, and like you have so much fun on the bus, and then we got there and we all played really well, and you just worked for the team. And I just remember coming back feeling so proud of how much we'd accomplished that day. Exhausted, but it was just the best day out.
Yeah. I would probably say house events, like house dance, choreographing, things for that, house panto, because not only are you with your friends and it gives you an opportunity to make more friends in your year, but also in other year groups as well. And I think that's something that's really good about house events, because it just integrates the year groups. So yeah, on that note, what would you guys say is the best house event?
I mean, I'm kind of biased because I'm a dancer, so I have to say house dance. I think what I really love, I mean, first of all, I'm always given the opportunity to choreograph for house dance, which I really love, and working with all the girls from different year groups in my house. And I think just the energy in house dance is really amazing. Like everyone, no matter if they've never danced before or they dance all the time, I feel like everyone puts their all in, and it's such just an amazing like community experience. Like everyone's cheering each other on. I think it's so much fun.
Yeah, I think I also love house dance, but I adore sports day. I think because it's the end of term and everyone's in like the happy, summer holidays are getting close, that everyone's in a really happy mood, and also the teachers just get really into it as well, and everyone turns up with their sort of house paints on, and there's such a community feel to it because you're with your house and it's really competitive, but in a really nice way, everyone. And afterwards you have your like burgers and things, and no, it's a really nice way to like wrap up the school year.
Definitely. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
What would you guys say is like the best food, or how do you find the food at school?
I think the food is so good at school. Honestly, I'd actually say it's probably the highlight of my day. Going to the dining room, definitely. But I don't know, I love the garlic bread, or like spaghetti bolognese. Also, just the salad options as well. I remember quite a few occasions now I've gone through like a healthy period, and actually there's so many different options. You can just, whatever you fancy, whether you want something hot and filling or whether you just want something light. It's really good,
and it's really nice having been like a vegetarian. There's always so much choice for whatever maybe dietary restrictions you have, and I think the food is just always great. I'm always so full after lunch because I eat so much
as well. Yeah, you just can't.
And
I'll eat a massive meal and I'll be like, yeah, I'm full, but actually the crumble or like I'm gonna have it.
The biscuits at break as well are a real highlight.
Yeah. So the structure of the school day, could you just both explain that?
So school begins at 8:25, but most people tend to be in from sort of 8:15 because you hang out in your form room, and that's a really nice way, especially lower down the school, is just such a great way to like make friends in that period. And then some mornings you'll have a prayers, so we'll go to the main hall, and Mr. Howe, the chaplain, or Mrs. Jordan, or one of your heads of section will lead a prayers. And then the other days you'll have form time, so you can do anything from, literally people sometimes will just like read a book or get on with some homework, or other days you'll have a few announcements, or we sometimes used to play Cahoots when we were a bit younger. But then you have lessons 1 and 2, which takes you up to 10 o'clock, and then you have break time, which is for about 20 minutes. And then you have lessons 3 and 4, And when you're lower down the school, you have something called early lunch. So instead of going to a period 4, you will go to lunch at 12:05, and you then are encouraged to go and take part in one of the carousel activities.
Yeah.
Then the whole school is on lunchtime from 1:05, and you have just 55 minutes for lunch.
Yeah.
And yeah, most people at lunchtime will either spend time in their form room, see their friends. You might go to a help club, or go to a club that you enjoy. And then the afternoon lessons begin at 2 o'clock, and they're all 55 minutes because you have 5 minutes between a lesson and then moving to a lesson. So the school day ends at 4 o'clock, but at 4 o'clock, so you have the choice. You can either go home and go and do clubs and things at home, or you can stay at school and they offer a tea. So in the dining room, there's toast, cakes and fruit, and you can stay in there until 4:30, and then clubs begin. Or I often love to go and do my homework in the library, and that would also be the time where you'd have matches and things.
Yeah.
So most people will either go home at 4 o'clock, or you'll stay in school until about 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then for boarders, it's obviously slightly different. So we usually wake up around 7, and you have to be at breakfast by 8 o'clock. People tend to go between 7:30 to 8, and then it's kind of the same after school routine, but from 6 we have dinner, and then you have 7 till 9 is a quiet period where most people do their homework, and then there's like scattered bedtimes from upper 3 to upper 6.
But it's actually really nice because we can have, if you've got friends who are boarders and you're a day girl, then you can spend time with them after school.
Very
Yeah.
true. Also, I just have a quick question. So is the food at dinner, like for a boarder, that much different to the food at lunch, or does it not really vary?
I think just the main difference is there's less, because obviously there's less boarders
Yeah, of
than
course,
there are
yeah.
during the day, but it's basically the same. I'd say I still enjoy it. So
All that matters. Where is your favourite place in the school?
Ooh, that's like a really hard one.
I'll start. So I have 2 favourite places. So my first is the dance studio. I love the dance studio. I'm in there all the time. And it's been really newly renovated. It's incredible, literally one of the best studios I've ever been in, because it's so professional, like all the flooring and everything. And I just love being in there, and it has so many happy memories. And then also definitely the Cube in the Sixth Form Centre, which is like the hangout area. I think it's just, there's always so many people there, so much happening. It's always so buzzing, and I think there's just a really great community feel within that area of the school.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I probably have 2. So the whole of the sports centre, because I think that was built just when we had arrived, and there's such a variety of different things you can do, and because the facilities are so great, it kind of makes you want to like go and like, work out. And then I would also say I love the library, because I remember what that room used to be like, and seeing like the transformation of what it's like now. It's such, like, I enjoy working in the library, and I think especially when you're going through exam periods, it's a really great place to go and do some quiet work. But also I enjoy the fact that you're surrounded by other people, and it's just such a really open, and like it's quite a calming space.
I think so, definitely.
Yeah. And what would you guys say over your time has been the best opportunity you've had?
I feel like there's lots, and also smaller and bigger scales. Like I could easily say on a small scale, even just the teachers being so supportive, saying you can come to my office whenever, like after school if you want extra help, is obviously a good opportunity to help me get better at the subjects. But I'd also say maybe like the mock election that I participated in, because it definitely helped build my confidence, and in debating and public speaking, and also just if I do want to go into politics or something, it was just really helpful. And also similarly the plays as well, building my confidence, they've really helped. So yeah.
I think probably my favourite opportunity was the Russia history trip that I went on October 2019. It was an amazing experience being able to go to somewhere like Russia and just experience so much of the incredible history and culture there. So we went to both Moscow and St. Petersburg. We saw so many of the sites, we learnt so much, got to experience so much Russian culture, see different shows, operas, all sorts of things. We had dinner in a palace dinner and it was just, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was such an amazing experience.
It sounds it. I'd also say the bonding days, like the different residential trips we've had, and just how the school really makes such an effort to actually encourage you to make friends and settle in so early on. I think the opportunity they provide us with there is really good.
Yeah.